Hi, welcome to Art by Clark. I'm Mrs. Clark, and do I have a fun lesson for you this week. It is called Gator in the Glades, and he is just chomping at the bit. And when I mean jaw-dropping, this is going to be cool. So what supplies do you need? You need 2 pieces of paper, crayons, markers or pastels. You need scissors and glue and anything else that we create after this. But anyway, can you please gather those materials and I'll be right back with you. All right, let's get started. I know that you are just biting to get started with this gator. So here we go. As you see with the gator has a lot of the elements of art. It has texture, shapes, it has lots of lines in it, lots of color. So it just goes on that elements are in all the work we do. So I'm going to slide this over and just kind of show you the finished piece one more time. And kind of show you that we have 1 piece of paper that's going to be the body and 1 that's going to be the head. So let's begin with our white paper. And you'll see why I'm saying 2 pieces of paper, because we're actually going to be using this 1. So first we need to color this in. I'm going to use the cool colors because the cool colors are Gator colors, like green, blue, dark green, and my dark blue, maybe even some purple. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, what about those Florida Gators? Well, if you want to do a Florida Gator, go right ahead. But I'm basically going to stay with my real alligator. So I am going to color this in, try to fill all of this in, even the edges. I may even take a scrap sheet and put it on the side. That's what you saw me do here. And you need to color the whole thing. Then I'm going to put some designs on top. I may speed this up just so you don't have to watch me color the whole time. And then we'll get right back together when we're done. All right, let's get coloring. And as you also see, I peel my crayons, and that helps me so I can side color as well as color up and down. All right, here we go. I'm going to slide everything back so I have a little more room. And the good thing is, because I want texture, any lines from the table is fine. But Mom and Dad, just watch. If you don't want crayon on the table, definitely put newspaper or some kind of scrap paper down, because we do have to color around the edges. Okay, we are back. And as you can see, it's looking very nice. Okay. So now we need to fold this in half, because we need, remember, half for the body, half for the head. So I'm actually going to flip it over and fold it as best I can. Don't worry if you're a bad folder. Plus you can always go, Mom, Dad, can you fold this paper for me? But you don't really have to bother them. So now you open it up. I'm going to leave it on the white side so you can see the fold. You're going to grab that scissor, the famous scissor. Now remember, thumb goes in the small hole, fingers go in the big, thumb to the sun, fingers to the ground. Cut, but never upside down. And also remember, scissors are kind of like an alligator. They don't move much. They only move up and down the jaws, but the paper is the one that moves. So we're going to pick it up and try to follow that line best we can. And there we go. So now you'll see we have the two pieces. Let me see, how do I want to, oh, I think I like that. That looks good. I can do that. Yeah, I like that one better. It matches better. So I'm going to slide my stuff over so that you can see my two pieces. So now we need our black crayon. Now, I unfortunately broke my favorite one. So I'm going to use my Crayola. Crayola is cool too. And this is how we draw it. First, we're going to do a dot, I guess about an inch down. We want to match that dot over here. And then our next dot is going to be all the way towards the middle, because that's where the tail is going to be. So we're going to push that aside for a moment, and we're going to draw the back. Now remember, if you mess up, it's okay. We're cutting this out, so any messy lines that are out of the gator will be fine. So I'm going to draw kind of a curvy line, like a very skinny rainbow, and then bring it to that point. Now, as you see, that's the back of the gator. So now I'm going to come back, but I'm only going to come back about halfway, because then we got to put the 4 legs or feet. And yeah, a gator has 4 feet. And just remember, if you go too far and you have to put a foot over here, that's okay too. Everything's okay. We can fix mistakes. Mistakes are fine. They actually make it better, I think. So here we go. I'm going to come back. And then I'm going to come down. Do the capital letter M. Up, down, and then come back up. Come on over one. Let's do it again. Down, up, down, because our gator needs claws. And go back up. So we have 2 legs. Come over. Go down. Up, down, or the capital letter M. Can you see it? Can you see that? Back up. And I just have enough room for my last foot. Up, down, and back up. But if you didn't, that was okay, because you could always do it on the other side. So now we have the body of our gator. We have to do the head, which can be a little even trickier. So yes. So I'm going to bring my neck down a little from the dot. And then we're going to do 2 rainbows. If you did it sideways, it's a number 3. But we're going to do 1, 2. Now we want our jaw to be open. I'm going to slide this open so you can see the tip. And we're going to come, and I'm going to come angling up and then curve. Bring it back, but not all the way, but we're going to bring it back as far as we can. And I'm going to come down the other way, curve, and now we're going to bring this all the way back to the neck. Look at that, it's starting to look like a gator. So now we need to cut him out. So let's get those scissors again. Oops, the scissors. Remember, scissors can stay next to your body and not move, or if you can trust yourself, scissors should never move, and I'll show you. The paper moves. So here we go. The scissors are a lot like an alligator. Let's put that aside. Now we're going to go from the tail, bring it to the first foot. And what I'm going to show you is, instead of moving around and worrying about all, we're just going to cut to the edge. And if you notice, I rotate my paper a lot. I'm going to save that for the spikes later. I'm going to skip those points right now. Skip those M's and just cut the straights. Then go in here, rotate the paper, and put that scrap over here. Let's repeat. Skip the spikes or the nails, the claws. Just do the straight line. Rotate the paper. Connect the dots in, and then put your scraps over here so we can use them later. We have one more. Actually, we might have two because I have a little bit left there on the end. 1, 2. Connect the dots. And then that little bit at the end. Now you might be thinking, what about the claws? Oh, trust me. So many don't trust me. Okay, so you see the body is cut. Now we go in and we cut. And remember, rotate the paper. And it makes it so much easier when you don't have all that extended paper just hanging off. Here we go. And let's clip that off. Oh no, I don't want to lose it now. There we go. And can you do thicker legs? Of course you can. Your gator can be your own kind of alligator. Just should be some kind of alligator. Like I said, you can do different colors. You can make your head smaller, your legs bigger, longer tail. I've seen some that do really long legs too. So no gator is going to be the same. So here we go. The body's cut. Now we're going to do the head. Same rules apply. Cut away from you. Scissor kind of rests against your body. I'm going to snip off this end here. So much easier not to have that hanging. Rotate the paper and cut. And you may see this speed up a little just so I can get the head cut out. I would assume you got the idea. Snip. All right. Try to stay on that line best you can, but it's okay. There we go. I'm going to save some of these scraps to the side because we need, I guess, the pointy little spikes on the back. But first, let's glue the head to the body. Oh, I see that I could actually cut a little bit off after, probably right there. So, first things first, just trying to get an idea of which I'd rather do, and I think I want to do the head on top. So, we're going to take our glue, and you always test it by twisting it. If you hear the air, you know that it is open. And we always do just a dot, not a lot, yes. And we do dot, dot, and dot, just at the side. Then we're going to take the gator's head, lay it on top, and the magic thing that we do is we count to 10. 2, and that's about 10. And look, it is stuck together. I will snip that little piece off once the glue dries, but we'll leave that for now. Now, we need to get that second piece of paper that I mentioned, since now we have the gator, so that we can do the details. We don't need all this paper, so I would say maybe just like a rectangle of it. Put that away. And we need to draw the eyes, and we need to cut out teeth. And we can draw the teeth or we can cut them out, but this is how you do the eyes. First, you draw a dot, and then you draw a circle around it. These are the menacing eyes for our gator that's chomping at the bit. a gator has two eyes. I think I'll make his eye a little bigger here on both. And it looks like I got two eyes. And now the teeth. Trick here is we'll just do the edge and we'll just cut some triangles out. Same way we kind of did the feet. And if you see, there we go. And then I'll show you even another trick. So now we need to cut this out. The teeth are going to be up and snip it off. And I don't know how many teeth we'll need. You might make teeny tiny ones, but I find the smaller you make them, the harder they are to glue on. So I like the bigger teeth. Last one. And then just to let you know, watch what you can do for more teeth. Just cut a straight line. Oh no, those stuck together. And look at that, we got lots of teeth. Oh yes, we do. So that one's not going to help us any though. But see, we have all these teeth. Okay, now let's do our eyes. I'm going to make this box much smaller. And again, we should know how to cut. The paper moves. Scissors just chomping. Okay, one eye and two eyes. We'll glue these on first and then we'll do the spikes. There we go. Okay. Remember when I said just a dot? You remember, not a lot. You put just a little dot in the middle because it spreads. We'll put the eye under that hump. Let's get this guy, get it off the belly. And let's put it right where it should be. There you go. And now we need to put teeth on him. How we do that is we actually flip him over. Now you're probably going, what? But you'll see, you don't want to see the teeth on the front. So what we do is, and I'm trying to get everything out of the way, we're basically going to put a little dot on the teeth, but I find that that takes a long time. So I'm going to put a couple dots on his bottom jaw here. That's about where I want the teeth. I'm going to take my teeth and glue it on, and however high I want to do it. Like I said, my teeth are big teeth. If you want smaller teeth, go right ahead. But if you see, I'm just doing the tops anyway, the tippy tops. So let's see. Let's do this one right there. Stop moving, tooth. Just remember the 10-second rule. It's not going to stick on right away. It's going to need a little bit of time to stick. By the time you finish all your teeth, you'll probably be good to go. So here we go. Here's a tooth. And last one on the bottom. If you can't pick them up, just drag it to the end of the table. There we go. And now I'll do the same thing up here. Same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you need more, you can always go back. And oh, lucky I've cut more, because boy, do I need teeth. My gator's gonna have lots of teeth. Let's hope he doesn't need to go to a dentist. Okay, 3, 4, and a little one. We'll pull this one up a little, and 5. All right, and again, we are just waiting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to cut off that little bit here that I said. go. When we flip him over, look at those teeth. He's looking good. Look at that, we have a couple extra teeth. Hey Gator, if you need those teeth, we have extra. Okay. Hopefully he won't bite while we do the next one, but if you see here, we gotta do the same thing for his spine. So we can draw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we can always cut another one if we need more. And then we'll cut. We gotta flip our Gator over again because we need to glue this on the back. So please don't bite, Mr. Gator. I'm actually a very nice person. I don't know. Do you trust a Gator? I don't know. Okay. Having a hard time grabbing these now. Now we're gonna just do a couple dots here. Dot, dot, dot. Keeping them, I guess, about 1 inch apart. It's up to you. Depends how big you make your little spines. I think that's good. So here's one. I got a 2. Maybe I'll do some smaller ones on this back side by the tail. Here I have some little ones here. There. Oh no, stay on there please. And yes, they will stick to you. It's a very sticky situation. Let's get with these bigger ones. If they're not stuck to my mat already. Okay. There we go. Can you stick them on the front? Yeah. I just like the way it looks being stuck on the back. I've tried it both ways. It's really just a preference. Let's see. Oh, we have a couple more. And then we'll take a look and see. Our 10-second rule should definitely apply here because it took a little longer to get all these to stick on. All right. I have one more and one more little spot there. Let's do a little dollop. There you go. Let's pick that up. And here we go. All right, let's make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Look at our Gator. He looks awesome. The only thing we have to do is add 2 little dots for his snout. And we are done. You believe we made that out of just white paper? We're such talented artists. Well, I hope that you had a fun time making these Gators because I did. I think they're just a chomping good time. And he just wants to bite and say hello. But unfortunately, we have to say goodbye. So I can't wait to show you what we're doing next. So until next time, bye.